Oh, alrighty now.
All right, partner.
Travis Kelce, that's his thing. All right now.
Ryan, tell me something.
Yes.
Did you give a shit about Travis Kelce before Taylor Swift?
Well, I did know of the Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce, best tight end in the league. And they're quite frankly the best pair
Best tight end in the league.
currently.
Okay.
Senzo's not convinced.
There's this guy called Gronkowski.
I've never heard that word in my life.
He even took time off to go do some WWE because he was so bored. He was tired of winning things with Tom Brady. Best tight end. Like Tom Brady and Gronkowski didn't exist before.
No, but he's currently
Ryan,
the best
defend your
tight
boy.
end.
Yeah, because our boys had to retire. They
Had
said,
to
"Listen,
retire.
we've won too much. This is boring.
Yeah.
Let me go buy Birmingham."
Oh,
There you go.
it's-
Working Title FC brings it right back round to football. Working Title FC, a mostly football podcast, award-winning
Soccer.
best podcast in Africa, according to the African Podcast and Voiceover Association. Not us. We thought it, but
You
they
know,
think it
I
as
like,
well.
I like that little disclaimer that you always put. Like, no, we didn't say it. Someone else said.
No,
it.
but-
Someone else said it. The
that's
whole of
it.
Africa said it.
And I'm seeing a lot of these APVA award-winning, fellow award-winning
Yeah.
podcasters things go on the news and on radio shows.
We got to get it out there.
No, we have to get out there. We have our own podcast. This is where we do our self-promotion.
This is it. We're shameless self-promoting whores.
Bruh, there's no such thing as being too self-promoting. There's no such
I
thing.
will literally walk around Santon with a phone saying to people, do you want to listen to my podcast?
Literally.
I'll do it.
Well, I mean,
I'll do it.
you guys kind of did that. Do you remember when we did the whole Rugby World Cup thing?
Yeah.
There was a whole thing where we did a Rugby World Cup podcast promotion in the football pod.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, bro.
Cross promotion. This is Working Title FC in an international weekend.
Oh God.
Even I'm not onto the internationals this weekend because Portugal have walked it. It's
No, but
even
also the
boring
thing
for
is,
me.
like the fixtures, you look at them, you're like, this is garbage.
It's not garbage. It's just, football's spectacular way that it eats itself, that it's virtually impossible to not qualify for the big teams to not qualify for tournaments. I mean, the Euro next year has got so many fail-safes.
Honestly, bro.
Okay, that it's like if you're a big nation, you cannot get into the
Germany,
Euro.
you're crap. You're lucky it's at home.
Yeah, right. I mean, there are so many trap
true,
doors,
though.
back doors, back entrances to get in.
Loopholes,
there.
like
Oh, man.
as a big sport football nation, if you don't make Euro, like you literally have down tools, or you literally said, listen, like we don't care about this. We're actually not coming.
Do you know what struck me? Because what's the Euro now? 24 teams. Yeah.
Yeah.
Euro's 24, the next World Cup's 48. Right? Do you know what? So they've already started qualifying in South America for the next World Cup. And has Africa started qualifying?
Well,
no, we still
not-
do.
not
We
yet.
kind
Bafana
of
was
like
playing
doing.
yesterday.
I don't know when those guys play, bro.
They played some African team.
I'd imagine
try
they
to
would.
figure out a way.
But for South America, right?
Yeah.
For the next World Cup, so South America's got 10 teams.
Yeah, Conan Ball and Australia.
Commonable, right?
Yeah.
Well,
No,
that's
no, no,
it's not.
It's not
Australia.
Australia.
anymore.
Australia's gone to Asia. Yeah.
So,
Sorry, we play today.
Yeah.
At 3 o'clock Saturday.
Who are we playing?
We're playing Benin.
Benin.
we could catch it.
In Durban. Hey, but listen, that group's wide open because we're in a
Yeah.
group with Nigeria and they lost.
Yeah.
So it's open for us to win that group. But in South America, there are 10 nations in South America. Here's something wild.
And 5 qualify.
No, dude. Here's something wild in South America. That each of those 10 nations in South America,
Yeah.
their top goal scorers of all time, none of them are playing.
Yeah.
Are currently playing. Only Paraguay.
Only Paraguay. Yeah.
Only Paraguay's top scorer is currently not playing.
Yeah, Rocco Santa Cruz.
Right, it's wild. But in South America, the top 6 qualify for the World Cup. Number 7 goes into a playoff.
That's wild, bro.
I mean, if you're not, so Venezuela in there, Peru's in there. Like, if you cannot get out of just seriously look at yourself. Let's stay in South America for a bit. Did you guys see 2 amazing games this week? The first was the shithouse derby, Argentina and Uruguay.
Oh no, I heard of that, bro.
Oh, man.
No, bro. Dude, Uruguay. Do you know what the thing is about Uruguay?
So firstly, Ryan, I'll bring you in on this. You're going to love this. Argentina normally play at the Bombonera when they play at home.
Yeah.
They had a move because the Bombonera was given to the Taylor Swift concert.
Swag. Taylor Swift moved.
Hey?
Well, I mean, Taylor Swift is the only artist Drake said he would push his album back for. So
Yeah.
this is the kind of artist we're dealing with here.
Yeah.
What the fuck is happening? Guys, explain to me Kevin De Bruyne and Drake. What the hell's
No,
going
oh,
on?
no.
KD,
So
my
funny.
man.
KD, bro.
KD's the guy, bro.
It just so okay.
He just plays for a shit team,
Just
but it's okay.
explain it to me. Just explain it to me.
So Drake dropped his new album yesterday.
It wasn't the new album.
No,
he
it
just
is
dropped.
the-
He
it's a
dropped
new
an
edition.
extended version.
Yes, it was the Scary Nights 3.
Scary hours.
It's a Scary Hours edition of his album.
Be
And-
careful.
Well-
You're talking about God, eh?
Okay, so Drake's dropped. Sorry, I was just double
So
checking
Drake-
my fact about
yeah.
Taylor Swift and Argentina. It is true. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Drake dropped an album. Like he dropped his album like a month or so
A month ago.
and then he dropped.
Where he ripped off a Pet Shop.
All for the dogs.
What I
For the
know
dogs, yeah.
is
For
that
all the dogs.
he ripped off a Pet Shop Boys song
Yeah.
without crediting or paying the Pet Shop Boys.
But he did pay them at the end.
But did he?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
He's Jewish and he's got deep pockets, so like,
No, he's got to do it.
and he owns his own record label, so like, so and then he dropped an extended version yesterday, and yeah, Kevin De Bruyne was just
No,
Drake
so-
just threw him a credit as a
So
joke.
But what did he do on the song?
No, so on Spotify, right? You can go on every song.
It's like an EP credit.
and look at who wrote it, who produced it. Who's the featured artist on it, and basically it wasn't him.
Yeah, there's someone
There's
else
somebody called K. De Bruyne. But it just so happened football fans saw it. They were like, he's assisting Drake. now.
Drake's assisting here as well. So it was like the whole Mr. Ozil thing. Where Ozil can assist you.
So
Okay.
he even put it out on Instagram yesterday, Kevin De
Yeah.
Bruyne. He had to address it because everyone was like,
Yeah, everybody was
"Damn,
blowing up his phone.
what is he doing?
Because they're like, oh, you're not playing football. This is what you're doing in your spare time.
you
'Cause
boys are Drake now. Like,
If
come
you
on.
got to tell me the least likely combination I think I've ever heard of in my life is Drake and Kevin De Bruyne.
I
They chill.
thought the
No,
same thing.
not
but they do
really, eh?
I
chill.
saw photos of them together though.
Not really, though. Bro, you'll be surprised. KD, because, I mean, you guys forget who manages Jay-Z.
Am I
KD.
underestimating him because he's a pale white guy?
Yeah,
Is this-
yeah, with red
because
hair.
Look at
With red hair.
Ryan.
Yeah.
Basically, Ryan is the most hip hop person I know, and I'm underestimating him.
Well,
Ryan
Okay.
listens to garbage hip hop.
The most hip hop person I know on this side of the room.
yes.
Right. So
You listen to garbage. I must put you on proper stuff.
Oh, come on, Senzo. We've been sharing some good stuff lately.
No, I share good stuff with you. You share garbage with
Oh,
me.
please.
No, I'm kidding. But like, no, De Bruyne. But like, you'd be surprised because De Bruyne. Think about who he's managed by and who he's signed to. Signed to Rock
he's
Nation.
Rock Nation, right? He's Rock Nation.
Oh, it's with the boys here, Khaleesi.
Should we
and-
segue?
Lukaku.
No, let's try get some organization in the show, right? So, the shithouse derby, Argentina, Uruguay. Did you? The games are crazy times in the morning. Did you guys watch the game afterwards though?
didn't.
Uruguay shithoused the hell
Out of Argentina.
out of Argentina.
God,
It was spectacular.
They always do that.
It was spectacular.
Uruguay, they're the most frustrating team to play.
1-2-0.
Yeah.
Shame on Argentina for letting Darwin Núñez score. One shot, one goal.
Yeah, bro. No, but like,
Fantastic breakaway though.
but like
Fantastic breakaway.
Uruguay have done it to every country.
Everybody.
They've done it to us. They did it to Ghana. You
They
remember?
did it to Portugal.
They did it to Portugal. They did it to Italy.
Yeah. No, that's Uruguay. They're going
That's Uruguay,
They
bro.
brought back Luis Suarez.
Yeah.
Suarez is back in the side. That's crazy. Listen, it's
Yeah, for all the dogs. No pun intended.
I got to tell you something. Keep your eyes out on Uruguay. Okay, the World Cup's quite a while away, but Marcelo Bielsa can probably.
yes, Bielsa is.
For him to last 3 years, I would be shocked. Well, what are we talking about? 2 years?
Yeah,
I'd be,
it's Bielsa
I'd
after
be
all.
shocked for him to stay around. He'll probably qualify them and leave.
Yeah.
But he has put together a group of young dogs.
But like, Uruguay have never
Young
been
dogs.
rubbish, though.
3 million people in their country.
Bro, it's crazy.
3 million
Yeah.
people. You want to talk
They were
punching
saying,
above
yeah.
your weight?
They were saying that because, like, I remember watching something and they're like, yeah, there are 3 million people in Uruguay. I said, bro, Joburg's bigger than Uruguay. There are more people in Joburg than there
No.
are in Uruguay.
Shitloads.
Yeah,
Shitloads
double.
more. Triple. What, 6 times? 6 times? I think it's 20 million people in Joburg.
20 million.
18 to 20 million people in Joburg.
In
Paulo, they can't
Johannesburg,
be,
there's
bro.
Oh,
no
not Joburg,
way.
Gauteng. Okay,
Yeah,
sorry, Gauteng.
that means that the third of the people in the country live in Joburg.
But it is mad. Like,
No,
doesn't it
but
look like it?
it's like nine, but it's
Doesn't
like
it
8
look
or 9.
like it?
It's like 8 or 9 million people
Okay.
in Joburg.
Doesn't it look like it?
No, it does.
You look out and you can see this little city not coping with the amount of people. And then in South America, we pop over to Brazil. Brazil playing Colombia. Now,
El Narco.
Ryan, the story has been, of course, Narcos. We've all watched Narcos. Luis Diaz, his parents got kidnapped.
You see his dad, Sherman.
His mother was released. His father was
shame,
released this week. And the
His
dude
dad, bro.
goes and scores 2 goals against Brazil.
Said, I'm back.
Yeah,
I
he
mean,
just
that
does what he
is-
does.
No, bro, this is what narco trafficking does.
Listen, man, you can have a heart of stone, but you got to go, wow.
No, bro,
That's amazing.
it'll get you, bro.
And you know, Luis Diaz, I mean, his story is phenomenal. He is a slum dog. I mean, he came
Yeah,
from
from nothing.
I mean, he is so malnutrition at his first club.
Yeah, he came from
they
nothing.
were like, this dude's like malnutrition, not just thin, malnutrition.
Like he's like, we talk about food insecurity and we talk about like this guy's 5'2", like death.
Yeah, and he's the main man of Colombia, scoring 2 goals against Brazil.
It's quick,
in
eh?
Brazil.
He's fast, yeah.
Oh, listen, he also looked very fast against Emerson Royale.
Oh well, yeah.
You know, every time I kind of think Brazil are going to be doing something, I start looking across that squad. I was like, you are not winning a World Cup with Emerson Royale, and who is their left back? It's also somebody unspectacular.
But do you know what it is?
They got Marseille players, and no disrespect to Marseille players. Marseille players as centre backs. I mean,
But do you know what it is? It's going to take. They're going to. Do you know Brazil? They have this thing when qualifiers every couple of qualifiers where they're like, yeah, we'll come fifth, and then crunch time. Last game they're going to go in.
well, listen, you got to finish top 6. If Brazil can't finish top 7 in South America, you got a big problem.
But you forget.
They got no coach, man.
They got no Neymar.
No Neymar. Well, Neymar steps up for Brazil. Well,
And
gotta
he's the
always
only
get it.
guy who does. He's the only guy that takes responsibility in Brazil. He's got no help.
But dude, you got Vinicius, you got
Oh.
Rodrigo, you got this new.
You got Paqueta.
Paqueta. You got Kendrick, the new kid,
Yeah.
the 17-year-old.
You got Casemiro.
You got Casemiro's.
He's 5-2 finished, but like
Yeah, but
Allison. No, Brazil should be better than they actually are.
no, they got a big problem because they just sitting thinking Ancelotti's theirs. He's coming over. He said he's coming. They're waiting. They're treading water because they're going to walk the qualifying. Doesn't matter. You'll lose games.
Ancelotti's got a new toy, bro. It's called Jude Bellingham. So he's been having fun.
And Ancelotti's got a 2-year contract on the table.
Yeah, bro. Like, do you think Perez is going to just give him like that?
Ancelotti's got to be sitting there going, hold on a second. I've got Vinicius. I got Bellingham. I got Fede Valverde. I've got
Brahim.
Tugameni. I've got like all these guys.
Chomini, I got Kamavinga.
I've got Kamavinga. And we're like 2-3 weeks, we're 6 weeks away from signing Mbappe.
Brazil, you can chill.
Maybe I'll wait because I might win a World Cup with that side.
I'm going to win it 5 Champions Leagues in a row.
I will win in a row. And that's stamped legacy. Greatest European coach ever.
Yeah.
You got to start talking about it.
Yeah.
Done it at Milan, done Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Twice. You got to start
Don
talking
Carlo.
about it. You got to
Bro,
start
you have to
talking about
respect. You have to respect Don Carlo because Don Carlo is underrated. For me, he doesn't get enough flowers.
it. You know, people just
For
assume.
me, he doesn't get
I
enough
say,
flowers,
well,
bro.
no, that man is.
He's next level.
And you know what the thing about him, why he doesn't get, because we're in this age, Ryan, of philosophy. You know, you got to have Pep and Klopp.
Quality,
and you got to have that. Where Carlo's like,
Bro,
who do I have? Okay, what can I do with him?
Do you know what he is? So Alex Ferguson said that is also the guy. He said Carlo Ancelotti said, bro, he said he's never been able to break down a Carlo Ancelotti team. He did it once, I think, when we beat Juventus. After that, he said, I played against Milan how many times?
I mean, you look
Every
at you
time.
look at his Milan side.
Oh.
Berlusconi came down and said, "You will play with 2 centre forwards. That's our way." Yeah, no problem. I'll do it. And you will put Kaká behind them. Yeah, fine. I'll do it.
Seedorf.
Can I put Pirlo, Seedorf, and Gattuso in midfield though?
Sure.
Okay.
Cafu, come play right back.
Do what you want. Do what you want up front.
Bro,
even now with Bellingham, right? He goes, okay, I don't have a senior centre forward. You're going to give me Hosselu. I'll just turn Bellingham
into a number 10.
the statistically best striker. Have you seen that?
Yes.
Jude Bellingham in his XG
Yeah,
is
ABCD,
statistically the
yeah.
best striker since they started taking records.
Did you watch the thing that I sent you on Bellingham?
Yeah.
On why he is number 22. It's actually crazy, eh?
Man, explain to Ryan.
So, the reason that he wore 22 at Birmingham, right? When he was younger, he was challenged to be the ultimate midfielder, a 4, 8, and a 10. What does that make?
22. Yes.
That's
cool.
But it's crazy, bro. But like what they're doing, but what Carlo Ancelotti's doing with Jude, it's a different guy, bro.
I saw Frank Lampard moaning about how he was asking the Chelsea board when he was first there to get Jude Bellingham, and I was like,
bro, you and the whole of England wanted Jude Bellingham.
He was like, I was the first to find.
No. Oh yeah, kind of like generational talent. Frank Lampard was the first one to see.
Yeah, honestly,
Yeah,
a 17-year-old that's getting his jersey retired, like
Solskjaer, same
Sure.
thing. It's like, oh no, I begged them for Haaland. It's like,
didn't Haaland the one who World Cup scored 9 goals against one team?
I mean, you didn't exactly. I mean, sure, you gave him his debut, but that guy's been kind of ordained since he was 14.
Honestly,
so
bro, it's like no, it's like Luis Enrique claiming, oh no, I said they must go fetch Neymar. No, dude, we were seeing Neymar since he was like 10. So
yeah, yeah. Let's go over to what's happened in the Premier League, and it's going to be a hot topic of debate. Let's see how it goes, because it's got impacts and there's a lot of whataboutery going on. But let's talk firstly about the club that's affecting it, is Everton being deducted 10 points for financial irregularities and breaking financial fair play rules.
Biggest Premier League deduction in history.
Because Middlesbrough got 3 once,
Yeah.
and Portsmouth got 9.
Yeah.
Both of those weren't for financial. I remember Middlesbrough for not putting out a team.
Yeah. And then I think Portsmouth was like
It's similar.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
like administration, something like that. Yeah.
So 10-point deduction, which knocks Everton from 14th to 19th. I think relegation-wise, there's still a lot of the season left.
Oh yeah, no, you
and
still in your
there are
race.
definitely 3 worst teams in the Premier League.
Easily.
Oh yeah, no.
You know, the fact that Everton lose 10 points and they don't go bottom just shows you
But
how
also Everton
how
aren't-
Sheffield United are.
Also, Everton aren't as bad as they were last season, playing wise.
You know what? And it's such a pity. I've got Everton supporters in my life. And it's
Like proper.
Yeah, my father-in-law and a work
Hardcore.
colleague. Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. Hey, listen.
Hey, they're
crazy.
pissed, eh?
For people who don't know, like a lot of our listeners are younger, right?
Yeah.
For people who don't know, Everton were the next, right after
They were the
Liverpool.
guys. They were the guys.
So you had Liverpool dominating, which fucking drove Everton mad.
And
they put
United
together
mad.
this really strong side.
Yeah.
What was it called? The Academy of Science? Or
Yeah, it was the Academy of Science.
Something like they were called that. Played a great football.
Football,
Andy
yeah.
Gray. Some
Yes,
of
Andy
you will
Gray,
know
yeah.
him from FIFA before he got cancelled.
Yeah.
And
For-
they win the league.
Yeah.
But of course, it was at the time that English clubs couldn't play in Europe.
Champions League, yeah.
And people were saying, well, European Cup at the time. And people at the time were saying, like, Everton would have won the European Cup. That's
Easily.
how good they were. And of course, they don't maximize on it. They don't win. The team was breaking up.
Then the
They're playing
90s
great.
come, and then it's a different
It's a
time.
completely different game. So they kind of, because of the problems with in English football at the time, they didn't get their roses at the time, and they could have,
Unfortunately.
right? Because this is a founding member of the English League,
yeah.
right? A founding member of the Premier League,
Yeah.
never been relegated, along with Arsenal.
yeah, they're the only two
never been
sides.
relegated.
Only two sides, yeah.
In over 100 years, never been relegated.
Sides.
So they're one of the.
And I think on the all-time list for league wins, I think they're fourth, because it goes United, Liverpool, Arsenal, then I think Everton. Everton have 9.
yeah.
Everton are the fourth, like
Yeah.
by statistics, they're the fourth greatest.
So if you're a youngster, right, and you're going, oh, Everton, they've always kind of battled along. But I mean, this is a
But I don't think even the
legit
kids
football club.
I don't even think the kids saw like Everton like really struggle. Like if you saw Everton like when you know were dominating the 90s,
Mid-90s.
that was dog rubbish Everton.
Yeah.
Everton were like, who can we acquit? They were like Bournemouth. That Everton was like
Yeah,
Bournemouth.
I don't even think.
But then they got better when David Moyes came in.
yeah,
and
David
then
Moyes lifted them and kind of took them up to
Champions League. Got them to Champions League.
got them
once.
to Champions League qualifier.
Yeah.
Again, that's another moment because they got knocked out by Villarreal. That's another moment that you don't know what happens. You know, you have a good season in the
Yeah.
Champions League, you get money, you get back in. You know,
Do you think had they hung on to Rooney, there was something to be done?
No one is
but it wasn't possible for them to hang on to Rooney.
You know, the thing with Rooney is that, like, if he had not gone to United, he would have ruined his career. I don't think there was any manager
Yeah.
in any club that could handle
that fiery temper, like
Wayne Rooney between 17 and 22, 23. No one could handle that. Only Ferguson and United could handle that at the time. So it would have ruined his career. So Everton, for this to happen, the Premier League coming down now, the backstory behind this is that the Premier League, there has been talk of an independent body coming in to regulate finances in the Premier League. Say, your members keep breaking the rules. You are not doing anything about it.
Fit to handle your books.
We are going to put an independent body in there. And of course, the Premier League doesn't want that.
Hell no, bro.
So to keep the Wolves at the door, they're going, oh no, we'll handle. And of course, it's an easy target. They punch down at Everton, and this is what I hate about it, right?
Yeah.
Because why go after Everton?
Because there are other teams that are accused of bigger things.
So Everton have broken the rules.
The
rules are there. They say there's mitigating factors, and we were saying before the show is that there's a discrepancy of like £20 million. What is £20 million to a Premier League club? Find the guys.
Yeah, but
3 points, 5 points.
Everton also don't have the money like most of the other clubs.
No, bro. Everton definitely have 20 million pounds.
Everton's got 20 million, right?
Everybody in the Premier League.
I mean to fight it, like.
And
they do. They
season
just got bigger priorities, bro. Like,
well, a new stadium.
A new stadium, exactly. Yeah.
You know, they got a new stadium. Starting work on, I think, to move into next season.
Yeah, they want to do it as soon as possible. Yeah.
Yeah. So they got because obviously they need to generate money, right? They got probably one of the oldest grounds, one of the old classic grounds in the Premier League. So the Premier League goes, okay, a political move for them, say, no, don't bring any independents in here. We're going to sort out our own members. Who's the easiest target? Everton, right? Go after them and say, whoa, hold on a second, right? They've got one breach, 10 points. And this is where the whataboutery gets into it. And
during COVID, and it's over during COVID.
That's a mitigate. They're going to appeal, and it won't stay 10 points.
It won't stay.
No, but apparently it was initially 9 points. It's now 10 because they're going against.
No, they queried it. They haven't appealed it.
So now they've given them an extra point. Which
no, you're allowed to appeal things. You can't get fined extra for appealing something.
Yeah, I know, but like they're doubling down with the extra point.
Yeah,
and by the way, I did read on Sky Sports earlier that Tottenham were actually handed a 12-point deduction before the 94-95 season, but then it was eventually brought down,
suspended, to
6 points. So that's why now
because it's Tottenham.
So it's punching down.
It's bullying.
What now? Let's go to Chelsea first because we've got a Chelsea man in the room. So Chelsea have also got these discrepancies.
This is interesting.
Okay, of Abramovich. I mean, some of them are. I mean, what are they, Senzo? You were talking about them earlier, Ryan. You know them as well.
What happened is that Roman Abramovich set up so for the Eden Hazard transfer, he used a third party apparently. And it was a guy connected to a company that he had formed in a tax haven. So there was that whole discrepancy. And there was a big payoff of £7 million that might or might not have gone to this third party. And then same thing with Antonio Conte.
So the whole thing goes into, I mean, what financial fair play is, don't spend more money
than you actually have.
Then you actually generate. And as more and more billionaires and oil states start coming into football, it's about going, no. You can't do weird deals of having like
a third party.
Emirates, which is owned by Emirates Airlines, which is owned by your owners.
Conflict of interest, yeah.
You know, being sponsors, because it's like, where's the paper trail?
Yeah.
You can't have the allegations with let's finish off Chelsea first, right? Let's finish off Chelsea first.
So essentially it's a conflict of interest because it's they try to hide money by going through a third party. I mean, by going through another company, which is linked to the owner in a tax haven. That's already a no.
And the only reason it's being found out is because he's no longer around.
So Senzo, what you're trying to tell me here is that Roman Abramovich, who gained his riches through nefarious ways, who basically bankrupted a country, to become a billionaire, is now stealing £7 million. Okay, so that's what you're telling me, right?
He's not stealing, he's basically like hiding. Yeah.
Okay, so you're also telling me a guy who has his own personal army that last week we spoke about when John Obi Mikel's father got held hostage.
That can go into Boko Haram territory and go if shit up.
He said, I got guys I'm going to send into Boko Haram territory. This is Abramovich. You're telling me he's dodgy. Okay, so, but the thing is, Ryan, Chelsea's is a little bit different because all these allegations predate the new owners.
Yes.
And they told on themselves.
And they've told on themselves.
They said, listen, before you guys find it, this is what we found in the books.
As soon as we found this,
we came to you
went
guys.
to
I think
the
they
Premier.
realized what hot water they were going to be in
Well,
if they didn't spring it
They
up.
also want to run things legit, right?
I mean, you don't
know.
want the stench of that guy's.
So I can't see Chelsea's at the same extent because it was all before.
Suspended for 3 years.
It's still wrong.
No, it
Because
is.
Chelsea was still dominant. They were still successful. They still
Yeah.
got the players. They still got the manager. Conte won the league. You know, Hazard
Aiden
was
has-
player of the year.
Hazard changed the game
You
with
know,
Chelsea.
Hazard, they got a transfer fee for Hazard.
Yeah.
Right? Chelsea relegated teams.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Chelsea denied teams titles.
And entrance into Champions League.
Yeah.
So they still got the benefit of the nefarious ways. So how long should people suffer for it? Okay, so it's very complicated. When
But
it's
like-
complicated, nothing happens.
But like my thing is that like you know this thing of the Premier League not having a statute of limitations. So like UEFA, you can't like once you're let's say you do something this year, after 2028, like it doesn't matter, like it's expired. The Premier League can go, oh, what you did
Is
that
it a
in
5 year? Is it a
Yeah.
5 year stretch?
Yeah,
Okay.
5 year statute of limitations with the UEFA. Premier League, they go, you did this in 2010. Let's go look at that. And for me, it's like, where does it end?
Well, it's ridiculous because exactly where does it end? Because now, going back to the Everton story, the 3 relegated teams from last year are of Leicester,
right, yes.
Leeds, and it wasn't the 3 relegated teams. Let me just double check here and get the teams right. Is Burnley, Leeds, and Leicester. I don't know
Yeah.
why Burnley, but they now intend. They say no, we're suing damages of 300 million.
What
We
for?
want compensation.
Wait, why are Burnley suing?
I don't know. I don't quite understand why Burnley and Leeds and Leicester I can understand.
Yeah, Leeds and Leicester I can understand, but Burnley, dog,
Because
you're
they
here.
went down,
Guys,
right?
you're here. Like, what's up?
And they want compensation. They say no, well, because we went down because you're crooked. So, guys, this is an absolute minefield that the Premier League's just going to go, oh, God, we've created a headache here.
Honestly.
Okay, you get your points back, Everton. Don't do it again.
And whoever lost Everton's going to go, hold on, we need our 3 points as well.
Exactly, because
We need our Euro. We like
well, we should get a compensation because we missed out on Champions League or
European,
European,
yeah.
whatever.
So where does it end?
Fortunately, not many people lost to Everton last season.
Yeah.
So you're not going to have that. But
No, because I was thinking about United. I was like, we doubled them, and also we got into Champions League, so it
Yeah.
doesn't really matter. Yeah.
we could try get something. I don't trust United to get the
Do they
paperwork
need it?
together.
Do they need it?
So
Chelsea.
Before we decide who needs it, let's go to City because this is where the big what's about comes.
This is where all the Everton fans are wanting.
But like, why are they going for City? Like, no, why do Everton want retribution with City?
Because they've been punished and City
What's
have
fair is fair.
got
Yeah,
away
so, okay,
scot-free.
justice.
Hold on.
So they're crying
We
about
got 10
justice.
points for one discrepancy.
what?
You got 115. I saw it. That counts as 1,050 point deduction on the same scale.
You guys are going to lose all your titles.
You
guys are playing in conference.
We're going to send you back in time. Get a DeLorean.
Back to the future.
Send you back to 1986 because that's where
Marty
you go,
McFly.
right?
Marty
You
McFly.
joke, but they like. I know you said it's bullshit, but like according to rumors, they're looking at 30-point deductions.
They
The
won't.
Premier League does not have the balls.
30, nobody will ever get deducted 30.
This is why we're talking.
30.
This is why it upsets me so much because it's punching down. Because you can take on Everton, Chelsea. You can't touch because they came to you. So you're like, okay, well, we can't.
Yeah, Chelsea
And also
flagged
Chelsea,
themselves.
Yeah, Chelsea flagged themselves. The Premier League do not have the balls
Go to
to
City.
take on City.
Go do it. I dare you.
This has been floating around for over a year.
Over a year. I mean,
They do not have the balls.
and do you remember?
to
You
take on
remember how
City.
excited people got? Like, I know you're not fans. Oh no, we'll get those titles. I said, Oaks. 1, you don't want to win like that. 2, we are not getting those titles, guys. Forget. Also, City have got deep pockets. I've seen this movie before.
City have got the money to do one of two things: either tie this up in court for
And
years.
drown people in paperwork so much. That's what rich people do.
We've seen those pictures of when rich people go to court with the fucking trolleys
Oh
full
boy,
of the
the
boxes.
whole thing.
That City will bring in
They
trucks.
go, you're suing me.
Trucks.
I'll come through.
Okay,
I'll
here's
draw
our
this out
paper.
for 5 years, and by the time I pay you out, you're gonna all have to pay to the lawyer.
We have got so much money, we'll tie this up for years. Or they'll go, what's the fine?
Tell us, like,
What's the fine? 100 million.
cool? Yeah, have
Yeah,
it.
have it. We'll give you 110, go on holiday. You know what I mean?
Honestly, do you really think City? People mustn't get excited. Nobody is getting a 30-point deduction.
No one is getting 30-point deduction. Everton won't even get their 10. Everton
They
won't
won't.
even
Yeah,
get
they
I mean,
won't get.
if they took back the Spurs points, then maybe the.
But
maybe
Everton
they'll
have
do
also
this.
got
Look,
a.
I don't remember that case, and
But Everton-
it's way before financial
Yeah.
fair play.
But also Everton are just like, look, this was during COVID.
It's
10
20 million to a Premier League
It's
club.
20 million pounds. Also, guys,
It's like
10 points.
It's like, okay, you know what? When the money gets divvied up for the next Premier League TV deal, don't give us 20
10
million.
million.
It's fine.
Stiff us. It's fine. Yeah, take it off. Take it off that.
Listen, this is not happening. It's the kind of story that only gets legs during a international break.
Yeah. Because there's nothing else to report.
But the Premier League like being in the headlines these days between their VAR complications and now this and.
Yeah. So basically, moral of the story: if you're an Everton fan, don't get too upset because the
You'll be
whataboutery.
okay.
Oh my God,
The most you'll get. The most
Olympics.
you'll get is 5-6 points. Most you'll get.
Most you'll get. And Chelsea are going to get away with it because they will get away with
That's
it.
Chelsea, bro.
And City,
We'll get away
We'll
with
get
it.
away with
no
it.
one's going to come at City. No one's going to come at them.
Guardiola will tell them to pass right
It's
off.
not even Guardiola.
It's not even
man.
Guardiola, bro.
No,
Like,
but I'm saying he will.
have you seen who owns City?
No.
More so who owns City. Have you seen the people who own City, the amount of investment that they put into England?
Yes.
So this starts
What they're
becoming-
bringing. It
man,
becomes very
This
geopolitical.
starts becoming a whole geopolitical
It
thing
becomes
that
very
goes,
geopolitical.
for the sake of some financial fair play, we'll shut the pipes.
We'll shut the-
you know that new road we were building? You know that kind of
You know that trade
rejuvenation?
agreement? You know that trade agreement?
Yeah, we're kind of gonna, maybe we'll just make things a little bit more complicated for that to get to you.
Exactly. So
You know what I mean? So listen, this is not. You know what? It's not clean.
do you know what
pure
it is?
football.
Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is? In every business, whether you're in sport, whether you're in like you're selling food or whatever, what is the bottom line? What is the bottom line? Ultimately, what does this whole thing do for us and our reputation? And you know what I mean?
And this is exactly the reason why these kind of states and these people get involved in football club.
Of course.
Because it's soft power. Why do you think the Saudis bankrolled the takeover of? Because the Saudis bankrolled the takeover of Chelsea.
Oh, hard, bro.
They bankrolled it.
We know this. Yeah.
Why are Qatar and why are the Emirates? Why are all the Saudis? Why are they?
They tried it with United, but like
it's soft power.
it's easy, bro.
And it all
No,
goes,
it is. It
you
is.
come after our club, we come after your trade deals.
It's that
that
simple.
simple.
We
So
all mess up your diplomatic
that
relations.
simple.
Well, I think your club found the perfect way to put an end to it. Just have the Glazers at the front end.
No, but still,
Yeah,
bro.
you know what? I'll tell you right now. I would rather have. Listen, in the grand scheme of evil owners,
I'd rather have Saudis, bro.
you'd rather have Saudis.
But you
Fucking
don't like the
Saudis.
Glazers?
Actually, no. I'd rather have Glazers. Actually.
Where homosexuality is illegal.
No,
where
no,
they
no,
behave-
no. That's why I said I'd rather have
Yeah.
the Glazers. The
Yeah.
Glazers are just pieces of. It's like do you know what it is? It's your stingy rich uncle that doesn't give you money.
That's it.
Like, I've never seen somebody throw so much money at someone, and these two owners are just like they're just not even interested.
No, bro. Do you know what it
They're
is?
like,
It's like
Jim Ratcliffe, get in here.
do you know what it is? It's knowing that you have something cool, but you don't know what you're going to do with it.
Oh, but
You just have it for the sake of
yeah, but,
having
yeah,
it.
but they haven't made it cool in so long.
It's
No,
less.
it has been cool.
it's
Dude,
less
it's been
so
cool
cool.
for 18 years. They've been owners for 18 years.
No, it's less so cool. And Senzo's going to talk about something just now. But the Glazers, everyone knows, or everyone, the reason the Americans are so into football clubs is because they feel English football clubs are severely undervalued.
They are.
Right? And Senzo's going to talk to that later. The Glazers are really after 18 years of eating it, being
They didn't even
hated.
buy the club with their own money, bro.
At this end point where they're so close to the finish, where everything's going to pay off, where they had the guts
It's your
to
rich
turn
uncle
down-
that doesn't
what?
want to give you $5,000, bro.
Where they went, no, we won 6 billion because we think this thing is worth 12. The actual, we think it's worth way more than the 6,
Yeah.
right? At this point, they're going to duck out now, say whatever. Okay.
Their dad died. Before, bro.
Okay, let's quickly go to Manchester United while we're on it and talk about business. So a lot of things happening, and Ryan,
Yes.
Senzo said something the other day. He goes, celebrating Manchester United, a man called Jean-Claude Blanc, favored for chief executive role. This comes in a week when Richard Arnold, apparently he's saying he's not stepping down.
Richard Arnold.
Richard
Oh, it
Arnold.
made headlines everywhere.
So one of the things is Sir Jim Ratcliffe The deal's finally going through, and he's getting in there and he's going, okay, I want my own people in here. And Richard Arnold is one of the first on the chopping block, going to be replaced with he's a PSG executive, done fantastically well there. Let's just be very honest. Okay,
He basically brought Juve back from the dead.
are we in a state 10 years ago? Are we in a state of celebrating executive appointments? Is this where we are in football these days?
Hey, bro, like for me, I just want football people making football decisions. Like, that's all I want.
Ryan, do you think that happens? Because here's the thing, right? Billionaires aren't used to being told what to do, right? At Manchester
They don't ask
United
anybody for permission.
we now have a situation where you got 2 billionaires running the same thing. Ryan, how do you think that ends?
I don't know.
You have one set of billionaires telling the other set of billionaires yes and no.
Yeah, it just sounds messy. I mean, just talking on your point, like I saw it when Chelsea did the whole switch over to the new owners. I didn't really know much of who was in the office until they started resigning. And then you guys were like floored of who was actually leaving the club and things like that. And how
I wasn't floored about who's leaving the club. I was floored on who might come in.
Oh, well, that. But like, yeah, I don't know. For me, it just sounds messy.
But listen to this.
I've never celebrated a CEO appointment.
No, well, you did, bro.
This
You had
guy
a guy that took over government. So like,
he got a Chelsea shirt with Bowley God on the back.
who?
Ryan,
Yeah.
Really?
he doesn't appoint CEOs, but
You're
he
a
loves
joke.
Todd Bowley.
You're a joke.
In Todd we trust. He had a
Yeah,
shirt
you're
said
a
in Todd we
joke.
Hey,
trust.
well, he had to start listening eventually because when he brought Potter in, I was very worried, as you can recall.
You're a joke.
Wasn't Potter there? Potter was there. Did he bring Potter in?
Bro, he bought 4 people in last
No,
season.
no,
Like,
no,
I don't even know.
No, I think,
But like,
I
listen,
think he brought Potter in.
but listen to this, Paulo. Listen to this. Do you know how much a quarter of Man United cost Jim Ratcliffe, right? It cost him 1.3 billion pounds.
Yes.
And they say, now according to Sky News, after months of talks, the British billionaire and the Glazers have settled on a price of around $33 per share for Ratcliffe's stake. Thursday, New York Stock Exchange price of United, the share price jumped to 18.43 per share, giving a club valuation of capitalization of 3.04 billion. That means Jim Ratcliffe paid a 75% premium for his shares.
Yeah, listen, I mean, he definitely wants to be there.
No, I mean,
Yeah, no,
if you're buying a quarter or something.
doing his
Okay,
thing.
he's not there to be the owner of Manchester United, and just because he's a fan, he's there to make money.
yeah,
You know, he's not overpaying because he doesn't want to make money. So I think there is something really nice in modern football. That
and
a
also
fan buys
him
a
wanting
club.
to bring in this guy makes a lot of sense. If you see what this guy has done for basically French sport, this is why tennis Grand Slams now they start on Sundays instead of Mondays because it's about money. Tour de France, it's him.
Yeah.
Who's this? League One, their rights, that
Yeah.
like massive rights deal.
Yeah.
It's him.
Yeah.
So
Sure.
he's got
But
So he's the business.
Jim Ratcliffe. He's got a plan for what he wants to do.
and
But don't be fooled. He also wants to take.
no, he
wants to line his pockets
He's
as
going to
well.
make his money. Don't worry. And all the trust me. In 5 years' time, there will be complaints about him. There will be.
Yeah, it's
there just will
inevitable.
be, because Manchester United have attracted a toxic fan around the club. They
Yeah.
just have. And it's popular to make noise about Manchester United. You have people like Mark Goldbridge who aren't even Manchester United fans.
You have people like Ryan Tinline.
Yes, trying to get clout on Twitter.
Google alerts of Man
Manchester
United. They don't know what's happening in their own
No.
house, but like they can tell you how other people's houses are being run.
So, Senzo, how does it feel having gone 2 weekends in a row where Manchester United can't disappoint you?
Bruh.
Hey?
I live for this stuff, bro. It makes me
It's great. That's a great thing about international breaks. Manchester United can't
great.
disappoint us.
Your life has some sort of
It
stability.
actually helps Senzo because he can actually look at other teams. Because he's like,
Well,
he
he's
can
been
predict
watching.
what's
He's
going
been
on.
watching cricket, so it's.
Well,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
bro, I watch everything.
Yeah,
We're watching
I know you
basketball.
watch it.
We're watching basketball. LeBron James, bro.
Oh, speaking of basketball, I saw a messed up thing the other day.
Wait.
Tell me.
James Harden without his beard.
Oh, I've seen it. It
He
looks
said
odd.
it's like seeing a Smurf without his hat.
Do you know what I love though? Do you know what I love about James Harden? He's shitting the bed at the Clippers.
Oh no, totally. So great weekend Manchester United, because obviously you can imagine if they lost going into it.
Goodness.
How's that stat that came out that Manchester United's the most informed team in the Premier League?
Yeah.
4 wins, 1 loss their past 5 games. Most informed team.
Crazy.
That's nuts. It totally changes, and it just shows you how inflammatory and how much people overreact.
But my thing is as well, I think, say what you want about Ten Hag, but like it speaks a lot about his leadership, because there's all this garbage going on, right? And he's just like taking it to walking.
He's literally just going through it. Like you said, he was a dead man walking 2 episodes.
No,
ago.
he is. No,
He
but
is-
like,
he is a
but
dead
but
man
but,
walking.
but that's the nature of the United job and what
That's
people
it.
write and what people talk about. That guy he'll draw one game and he'll lose 1-0, bro.
Listen,
if he loses the next one, he's out.
I don't think he's going anywhere.
Let me tell
There's
you,
no noise about it.
the nature of massive club football. Thomas Tuchel is dead man walking. Ancelotti is dead man walking. Okay, Xavi is dead man walking. You are dead man walking at a big club.
Pep draws and he loses the game. City are in crisis.
No, not City.
No, okay, no,
not
well,
City. Not City.
they're
And I
small
don't think
club, yeah.
Liverpool. Not City and
Ajax.
Liverpool. Ajax, you dead man walking. Those elite clubs, you constantly got a target on your back. You constantly. So
I was waiting for the Pochettino one to come in as well.
Yeah, but Chelsea's a small club.
Small club, Chelsea.
They
None in London's big, so yeah.
They Millwall with a better
Better area code, yeah.
Yeah, it's like just logistically lucky.
Take your shots. Hey, but say what you want. We put a hell of a fight on this week.
Okay, so we want to talk about that very quickly.
In a world that you celebrate draws.
What? But hey, man,
no, it was a
come
blockbuster
on.
though.
what a
It was
game!
a blockbuster.
That was game of the season.
What
right
a
there.
game.
What a block, bro! Kanji's goal.
I still think that first penalty was nonsense.
No, it's a penalty.
But you know what?
It's a penalty for the. And I told you it was nonsense because of why. Because
You know what?
It doesn't make sense.
at the end of a 4-all as a neutral, you can't go. Penalties aside, defending aside.
Nah, well, I was entertained. I didn't care.
And we thought the Chelsea a few days before. I said, "Wow, that was one of the best games I've ever seen." Despite being so.
But I'll tell you what impressed me.
like one-sided.
I'll tell you what impressed me.
Cold karma.
No, Chelsea showed some fight, bro.
Yeah,
also,
they-
Raheem Sterling played like an adult for
like
once.
an adult taking on Kyle Walker.
He said, "Bro, I know you."
Yeah.
He made Walker look
He walked him.
amateur, bro.
He walked him.
Well, I wouldn't say amateur. It's just like Kyle Walker very seldom gets shown for pace.
Yes.
Yeah.
And there were a couple of times where Sterling was like,
Yes, he was.
Bro,
on
I
it.
was in training with you every day. I
know.
played in England with you.
I know
Bro, if there's anybody that we've done this so many times. Let's go.
I know you. Yeah, listen, the matchup's all over. Cole Palmer, listen, I wasn't
bro.
sure about it.
No.
The guy's got balls.
And also, shout out to him because he got called up for
He
England.
got called out for England after
And
that
he
game.
says
yeah.
this is the reason why I live. Because at City, he was never going to get a look into the England team. Because also, if you look at it, there's also like Phil Foden, Oaks like that. But like, Oaks,
also
some
now-
of those goals,
Can we
dude,
talk about
Akanji's goal,
no, but
that header.
that defining moment of Cole Palmer, because the thing was right. It was 3-4. It is the last few minutes of the game. It is your old club.
You must go do it at the Etihad.
Now you must take the penalty.
Go do it at the Etihad.
He'd put it away.
Oh,
Yeah,
he
he
would
would
put
put
it.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, that was such a defining moment. Like, people don't realize it was just a penalty, but it was against his old club. It was the goal that changed the game, that went from a losing to...
From you getting nothing to you getting a point.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And also just standing
Keep
up for
the-
City,
keep
bro.
the momentum going. You
Yeah.
know?
Also, if Chelsea had lost that game, I would have been. But also, you should have buried him. Malo Gusto. Wow.
Yeah.
But it's 100% what we said last week is that you could have said about the Spurs results, say, okay, you got 2 men sent off and it was a chaotic game and Spurs were playing.
You can only
red
beat
highlight.
what's in front of you.
But the thing is, we said that the Chelsea guys be walking around that the whole week pumped. So
Yeah,
pumped.
bro.
They'd be like, we scored 4 goals against top of the table. We got
Away.
City. And where Ryan says the fight, you saw that because they're like, hey, we scored 4 away.
To Tottenham.
We're not scared of City. And it
Yeah.
showed that. It showed that.
Yeah, because the thing is, it was
They
so...
came out confident.
When Chelsea went down 3-2,
And listen, Edison made a few saves.
Yeah.
he
he
actually,
did.
that's what I
He
said.
made a
You
few
remember
saves.
what I said? I said, I said, Edison's actually, what's wrong? I said, Edison actually has to make some saves today.
And you don't often see that with Edison because he's so protected, you know?
Bro, you
Yeah.
got 75% of the ball. How many saves are you making? What are you
You
saving?
forget what a good goalkeeper he actually is.
Yeah.
He's
You know?
great.
No,
Yeah.
but my thing was that when Chelsea went down 3-2, it was very easy for them to cave. I was like, this could be 5-2, 4-2 easily. Chelsea were like, nah, bro, let's go. No,
Yeah.
but it's good. It's good. I like that. I like that fight. Like also, Rhys James is playing. Yeah, that's the best game he's had.
Well, this week. Next week he's injured. Ryan,
Yes.
I want to say something here, though, right?
Okay.
You've come out of a week where you've scored 8 goals without a centre forward. Nkunku's fit. He's ready to go.
I don't think so. He's only coming December now.
He's
they've
in
moved it
training.
up. He's
But
in training.
he's training.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's
December
probably
he's
playing
coming out.
reserves and stuff like that.
But I
So-
mean, he's going to be a.
Because we forget about him.
We'll see. No,
do not go there. Do not go. Because there was this guy called Turbo Timo Werner. He also came from Leipzig,
Yeah, I
right?
know.
And you come to England, what
I
happens?
know. He got showed up.
Kai Havertz, what happens? It's tough, boy.
But you know what? I think it's.
He did score some bangers.
I
though.
think Nkunku's in a great position because if Chelsea keep this going, right, and Nkunku is able to be reintegrated into the team in December, you come into a team scoring goals, like that's a great position for you to come as a striker because the pressure's not on you.
Yeah.
Right? They figured out how to score goals without a striker. Suddenly you're going, wow, anything I get is a bonus. So you guys got to keep the goal scoring up because if suddenly you go a couple of 0-0s and struggle, and he's got to come in, and suddenly the pressure's on him. It's so easy how football turns. It's crazy.
My thing is,
Thiago Silva score, and he broke the
Oh,
record
bro,
for the oldest scoring
but
player in Chelsea.
brilliant header.
Yeah.
Brilliant
I mean, at
header.
39,
Yeah.
it's great.
Ryan,
he's still-
Ryan Giggs did.
He's still not even the oldest scorer in the Premier League.
Yeah,
I think
right.
Teddy Sheringham is.
Yeah, I tell you, it was like 41 or
I
42.
think Teddy Sheringham is.
Yeah.
So my thing is that, like, also, how, does this international break hurt Chelsea? Because if you've got momentum, last thing you want.
yeah.
Of course it is.
And this morning,
I'd have told you if I was Poch, you guys are not going anywhere.
as I put my TV on, I was like,
Everyone's got
just-
hamstring strains.
I was checking out some highlights
Straight
and
away.
stuff, and the first thing I saw was Rashford on the ground for England, and I was like, oh, classic.
What do you mean classic? Explain yourself.
I mean, Rashford's always causing nonsense, bro.
Yeah, I think Rashford needs games.
Oh, do you know that's what Marcus Rashford, do you know what he's been doing in his spare time? Sneaker shopping with Complex.
Oh, so he's no longer feeding kids?
No, bro, come on. Don't be that guy.
That sounds like
I'm asking.
No, he's constantly feeding kids. I think he doesn't want that responsibility. He goes, guys, I'm 25. I'm a kid still. Can I go be a kid? Do I get to be Jadon Sancho for once?
Oh,
Can I be Jadon?
Jadon Sancho still not apologizing. Still just won't. He thought he's going to out.
But he's collecting though.
That's
Check-
wrong, man. The guy should.
Checks in the mail. Yeah, how do you feel about that though? You're collecting £350,000 a week, but do you?
Yeah.
It's like, nah.
Oh, well, there's nothing you can do. I mean, if the guy's fit and he's doing what he's supposed to do, you can't not pay him.
That's true,
You can
actually.
send him to go play with the kids. You can send him his lunch in a scuffed tin. You can do make him
Either way,
change in
he's
the car.
collecting.
He doesn't. Jadon Sancho doesn't give a shit. He doesn't care, and that's. I mean,
That talks to that, but that
Is
talks
he
to
at
a
least
bigger
training with your academy or what?
bro. By
well,
yourself.
He's at the academy
No, I'm
training.
asking.
He's at the academy training.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's allowed around.
Well, he can't even go to the change
Change room, 'cause he's a grown-ass
He's a
man.
grown-ass man. Well, on paper, he's acting like a damn child.
Yeah.
He's acting like a
His
damn
government certificates say he's a grown ass man, but like that remains to be seen.
child. Let's look at some of the European qualifiers. I just want to take a moment to talk about Portugal.
The violence.
It had to come.
Do you think he ripped up the formation? He said, "Listen, here, Oaks, we've got a keeper, and then I'm going gung ho. It's Liechtenstein. Come on."
So, in case you missed it, listen, Portugal got a lot of good attacking players. I think the only team whose stats are better than Portugal is France. So,
Yeah.
France are sitting. They have not even. No, they've won all the games. So both teams have won all games. France 13 goals for, 1 against. Portugal
1 million. 30.
34 goals for, 2 against. Okay, Portugal been putting.
Wait, how many games have they played?
They've played 9 games.
Jesus.
Okay, now people may go, oh, but look at your group: Slovakia, Luxembourg, Iceland, Bosnia, Liechtenstein.
Fine, violence.
Yeah, but we've battled. We've battled in groups like this before. We've battled, right?
But besides that, Portugal are due one. Last Euro, did you see what the group of death?
Yeah,
Germany
we got
and
Germany
France.
and France.
No.
Germany and
And
France.
he still made it through.
Right.
He said Auf Wiedersehen to Germany.
So what? So obviously Roberto Martinez comes into Portugal. A bit of a weird appointment. People got to talk about failing upwards. You had the Belgian golden generation, which I think was a bit
He
of a
goes
fraud.
into a job, eh?
I think the Belgian generation was a fraud, to be honest with you, right?
I don't know. France beat them. Like,
I don't think they
care,
were as good as. I think like they had good players. I don't think they were a good team.
Yes, there's a difference. Yeah.
So and I think what he did with them showed what a good manager is. To be honest with you.
No. Yeah.
Right. But anyway, he fails upwards and gets the Portugal job, and he now inherits a side. Now, the problem with Portugal is everyone is saying Fernando Santos is a very defensive coach, right? Let
Portugal
all these
are
guys
boring.
out. You've got João Cancelo, who starts at right back. That's
And
where-
then he ends up at number 10 somehow.
Ends up at number 10.
Somehow.
You've got João Felix,
Fernandes.
Bruno Fernandes, Bernardo Silva,
I forgot
Ronaldo.
Diogo Jota's Portuguese.
You know what I mean? Plus the new youngsters always coming in. And for once, we're developing players across
Rafa
the field.
Leao's Portuguese.
Rafa Leao didn't even play. He pulled out the squad. Rafa Leao.
He said, "You guys don't need me."
He hasn't
also,
even gone,
for
right?
me to go to Liechtenstein, I'm going to say, "Nah,
No,
you got this
I
one
know
on
it's
me."
just over the border,
But
but
come on,
I'm not doing
I
that.
don't feel
right?
like it, bro.
It's probably a 45-minute drive at most, but I'm not going. I've got hamstrings to look after. And now Portugal are producing across the board because we're producing good centre-backs, we're producing good
Yes.
young midfielders.
The team's
So
all around. Actually, I was talking about how stacked France are. You're actually like also pretty like it's.
You know.
But I love it when Portuguese get excited.
No. We're not getting excited. But anyway, what happens in this game is that Portugal have been. Now he's got all these attacking players. And there's been pressure going, listen, you've got this easy group. Like
Violence.
you've walked the group. You qualified early. You've won your group guaranteed. Like, let everyone loose. So I think Martinez, he's a very savvy coach. And you have to be.
No, yes, he is.
You
have you heard him on punditry?
Oh, man.
He's next
very
level.
clever.
He's next level.
So what he does is everyone's going, yeah, let's put everyone in. Ryan, let me tell you the team he plays, right?
Bro,
Let me
it
tell you
is
the team he
wild.
plays.
Listen to this.
He takes José Sá, who's Wolves goalkeeper, who now makes his Portugal debut, his full debut. João Cancelo at right back.
For now.
On paper.
On paper.
I don't think João Cancelo started at right back. I think the formation went Andre Silva, or is he Andre Silva? Andre Silva.
Yeah.
Ruben Neves played as centre back.
Yeah.
Started as centre back.
Yeah.
He was never there.
Ruben Neves is not a centre back.
Started centre back. Diego Jota, effectively a left wing back.
Yeah.
João Cancelo, effectively right back. João Felix, Bernardo Silva,
Bruno.
Bernardo Silva and Bruno in midfield.
Ronaldo, you go do what you do.
Ronaldo up front. I mean, it was absolute violence.
It was no, bro, it was
Gonzalo
ridiculous.
Ramos played. But what it did is Portugal only won 2-0.
But it happens, bro, when it's like that.
What he did was a masterstroke because you can't just throw all those attacking players on.
I want the ball.
There was no balance. It was all over the place. Players, you could see they were having fun,
But Oaks want to score now.
but they were getting into others' positions.
Yeah, you're getting in
kinda
each other's way, yeah.
Made the pass, but the guy wasn't
And
there.
there.
There was no balance. So he played it perfectly because he goes, you see now, I've put everyone. Everyone played. We only won 2-0. When I play my balanced side, we give 10. I mean, they gave 9 knots on
I'm the
Pogba,
real 10 now, yeah.
right? So he's like, I gave you what you wanted, and we might do it. We got Iceland. I'm not going to do it then. Okay?
No, Iceland are very organized.
They're a little bit sharper than this.
They're organized, yeah.
But he said, I gave you what you wanted. Now put it to bed. It's done.
You saw it.
All right.
You watched it.
Put it to bed.
Against Liechtenstein. You
Yeah.
watched it. You saw it.
Put it to bed. No balance. It doesn't work. So from now on, I'm going to do it my way. And it's such a masterstroke.
It's clever.
So clever the way he played it. Now, he hasn't said that.
But that's what
But
he was going
puts
for.
down going, I know we got a lot of players, and it's great because now I can pull players off the bench. Teams will be guessing
Yes.
about us. If I throw all of them together, look what happens. We only beat Liechtenstein 2-0.
Yeah.
Not going to happen. So that was phenomenal. But the game we were watching this weekend, and you got to keep your eyes on this, right? Maybe listen to this after the games happen.
Alex.
We've been talking about this for a while. Now, we said earlier that you got teams, or the way qualifying is nowadays, that it rewards failure, or it makes it impossible to...
It's a participation thing.
Yeah, it's a participation. The qualifiers now are just money spinners. They're training games.
We're all inclusive.
Exactly, right. So there's a situation in Group B, which France running away with it as they normally do. And you've got Netherlands on 12 points. You've got Greece on 12 points. And you've got Ireland on 6. Completely out of it. Completely out of it.
Yeah.
But Ireland are one of the teams that have a place in the playoffs because of the way how they did in the Europa Nations League.
Hold on. So, like, Yeah, okay, UEFA. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
that was the point of the Nations League. The
Yeah.
Nations League take all the teams of similar ability, play them against each other. The teams who win their groups get a playoff for the Euro.
Yeah.
Right?
Because sometimes the cards fall how they may. Yeah.
Okay. So it is in Ireland's favor to actually, they play Netherlands in the Netherlands. It is actually in their favor to lose
Stomach bug, boy.
that game, because if they win it, they automatically lose their place in the playoff to Greece.
Stomach bug.
It is. Listen,
Eat rogue food.
Wait, but do you think they know this and they're going to play it
Of
like
course
that,
they know
or
it.
I don't
just
think
going
any professional does it.
They're not going to throw it. They're not going to go out there saying
Netherlands
we're
are going
going
to
to
beat
lose.
Ireland.
Netherlands are going to beat Ireland. They are.
Netherlands
It's
at home
in the
beats
crowd for
Ireland.
it.
I mean, it's.
But Ireland aren't going to go there and down tools. Because also Oaks
such a
have
wild
pride.
cook.
Oaks have pride. Like, it's also like, dude, what's your job?
Well, when this first started popping up, UEFA were asked. They said, "Well, why don't you put this loophole in?" They're like, "We don't have to. Players are professional. Like that's questioning the integrity of professional sportsmen.
Yeah.
You know, you're not
And
going to do it.
Oaks don't like to lose.
However,
You want to question professionals?
Nah, bro.
you're talking about the Irish.
Yeah.
I wouldn't question Irish.
Yeah, that's fair.
Put Uruguay in that situation.
Oh my goodness! Boys, let's go have some drinks before they get. Let's go have a couple.
You know
yeah.
our little mate kind of
Yeah.
cups. Let's put something stronger
Stronger
in
in
there.
there.
No, I'm kidding. But hey, listen, if I'd like to see Uruguay or a South American team what they do in that situation.
No, but like the thing is, like for me, you know, when people are like, "Oh, maybe they should throw the game," I said, "Oaks, these Oaks are professionals. For them, it's bigger than it's
Yeah,
what
yeah.
they do every day. Do you think Oaks are going to go in there saying, "Yeah, let me go waste my time and throw the game"?
And you know
Hell
what?
no.
If they do beat Netherlands and they lose it, it is what it is.
Cool, we beat Holland in Holland.
It's our own fault. We should have got one more point earlier. We
Yeah,
threw
yeah,
it.
exactly. That's
It
how
is
they're
what
going to
it-
spin it. Yeah,
That's it. It is what it is.
So they're in a win-win situation.
Well, no, they're literally in a
Lose-lose
lose-win
situation, yeah.
Yeah, they lose. They lose-lose. There's no way they win out of this, unless they lose.
Yeah.
then
Well,
they win.
But
what I'm
the
saying?
point, Paolo's trying to make is that it's more than likely they will lose, but they're not going to go out there
They're
purposely
purposely
and
gonna
say
throw
like,
it.
yeah.
Like last minute, 1-1, they get a penalty. Ireland get a penalty.
They'll put it away.
You put it away.
They'll have to put it away.
You
They're
put
not
it
going to go out there and miss it. Like
It is.
yeah.
You know why? Because I think later in your career, it kind of goes like someone will come, someone will go, the character of that person.
Exactly. That's all. That's what it's about.
What
Like,
person are we
what
dealing
kind of
with?
person are you? Yeah.
Yeah.
What kind
Yeah.
of because for some people, like I've seen, it's like you were saying about billionaires and like rich people. They don't like when you make a meeting with somebody of importance. Like they don't care. Like if they really know that you got nothing to offer them. But they want to see what kind of a person you are.
Yeah.
It's like things like shaking hands with people.
Yeah, that's it.
Do you look people in the eye when they talk to you? Do you tell them the truth? Like it's things like that.
Like I've got a wild meeting next week with a guy who's got businesses named after him.
Yeah,
I've got nothing to offer him. I've got nothing
yeah.
except me. I've got
Exactly.
Me
He
to
wants
offer
to
him.
see, he wants
Yeah.
to see your character.
I got me to offer him, and that's what you got to do. Don't miss a penalty if you're Irish.
It reminds me of that the one episode of Entourage where the movie exec wants to have a meeting with Vince, and Vince doesn't show up, and he goes, "Look, bro, like it wasn't about that for me. I just wanted to see what kind of character this guy is.
yeah.
Is he a man of his word?
That's it.
Like that's what they want to see. Yeah, what kind of a dude are you? So yeah, man.
Don't miss a penalty if you're Irish. Ryan, you got an Irish passport.
I do.
How do you feel?
Oh, Seamus. Seamus Ryan Timline.
Yeah, it's great.
So
Any European passports were great, but the Irish are particularly strong. It's great.
Ireland gives you straight into America.
Yeah.
I think straight into Australia.
Yeah.
Irish gives you everywhere. Irish is the best passport to have.
And
It gives you everywhere.
no, Japanese is, statistically.
Really?
Japanese is the strongest passport on earth.
Really?
Yep.
I don't think so.
Google it.
No, but I think New Zealand threw them away during the whole COVID thing because of that first
Yeah.
lady. I
Yeah.
forgot
What?
her name.
So while Senzo Googles,
Yeah.
Ryan
Yes.
Onana injured for Manchester United. The hyena strikes again. Injured while
What?
playing for Cameroon.
What was Senzo saying before we started the show about the food? Was the football commissioner looking for it? What?
No, they're busy. Every international break, listen. There's some tender going on at Old Trafford for
Hey, Senzo?
a Glazer's got the contract to relay new turf because every international break, United rip up the turf and put it down again. And Senzo says, "Oh, they're looking for the hyena." I'm telling you, they're looking for the hyena. They got to find it.
Paul Pogba must come, bro. What did you do, man?
Where?
Martial, talk, bro.
Just tell us hot cold.
Because Martial looked at it, he's like, it's a hyena. I can't say anything now because like it's gonna come back to me now.
So just like you don't have to tell us where it's just hot or cold. Just tell us hot or cold.
No, Paul, listen, come on, bro. Come on, bro. It's dark already, bro. Just come. We'll sort it out. Like,
just hot or cold. No one has to know. So working title FC, we mentioned earlier about Americans and the value of the Premier League teams. The Americans feel Premier League teams are severely undervalued. There's a lot of money in there. And Senzo's got something for us. I don't know if he's found his passport stuff yet.
Well, as of October, Singapore, best passport in the world.
Really?
October 15th.
Okay.
Then Germany, then Italy. I don't know how Italy's Italy's got no money.
How does that work?
But
also Japan's also Japan. I know you can go to the most destinations with.
I will say this about the Irish passport, though. The one thing I love about it is, so I can enter into the European side of things, and then because
I should hope so.
But there's a treaty that was signed between the UK and Ireland because the Irish helped fight the war, that I can also enter into the UK.
Yeah, and this is
with no problem.
Hey man,
it's still held up. So
it is a very complicated thing with Brexit. That
Brexit thing was a mess.
That is a whole mess. So
but
anyway, let's get into. Senzo wants to go through the most valuable sports franchises.
So.
And listen to some of these numbers, right?
We were rugbyed out in September, and then this list just flew under the radar somehow. Like I only saw this the other day, but it's crazy, bro. Because
I'd hate to like see Senzo's email or the Google alerts popping up unless he just finds it himself.
No, I find it myself, bro. I look for things.
Oh, okay.
I don't like you people bothering me. Like I mute people. Like I've got like 1,000 unread messages from this one group because I really don't give a damn what they have to say. So the NFL remains the most dominant league financially, but it's not the fastest growing sport in terms of value.
Right.
So it's getting harder to stay on top. The world's most valuable sports teams, listen to this, 50 most valuable sports teams are now with a combined $256 billion.
Sure.
How many? 20? How many?
The 50.
50.
So
that means...
Are we going to read like the 10?
The 10. I'm not going through 50, bro.
Yeah.
And
so the top 10.
that means an average... That means, by those metrics, the average team and the average cost of a team in the top 50 is $5.12 billion.
Sure.
And this is 15% more than a year ago. And this year, the cutoff is higher by 3.7 billion. So it's an increase of 19%. So yeah, the rise in valuations is primarily due to high multiples of revenue being paid for teams. The NFL's Washington Commanders ranked 12th this year on the list, sold for a record $6.5 billion. So there's a lot of money to be made.
So who's the top 10?
The top 10. I'm getting into the metrics.
Sorry.
You see,
I'm not trying to rush
the kids that don't listen to articles. They just want you must understand the metrics, the business. This is how you get ripped off. But yeah, the NFL still remains the most valuable sports league, and by the time it's 2033, they say the league could be worth $126 billion. And yeah.
Well, they're growing now.
So here it is by... So actually, let me go from number 10.
Yeah, go 10.
Go 10.
So... And they know soccer teams in the top 10. The highest ranking soccer team is Real Madrid. They're 11th. They're worth $6.07 billion.
Mm-hmm.
And then tied 10th is New York Giants, $6.1 billion. Tied 9th, along with the New York Knicks, $6.1 billion as well. At 8th, it's Las Vegas Raiders. I nearly said Los Angeles Raiders. They're worth $6.2 billion. Then at number 7, it's the Chicago Bears, $6.3 billion.
Mm-hmm.
At number 6, New York Giants, $6.8 billion.
Sure.
Number 5, Los Angeles Rams, $6.9 billion. Yeah.
Wow.
Number 3, New England Patriots, $7 billion.
Okay.
Tie number 3 as well, Golden State Warriors, $7 billion.
Okay.
Wow.
Yes.
Number 2, New York Yankees, $7.1 billion. And the most valuable sports franchise in the world is the Dallas Cowboys, staggering $9 billion.
We have not won a Super Bowl
Since 1994. Jerry Jones bought the Dallas Cowboys for $150 million in 1989, and they're worth $9 billion.
That's wild.
That's why all these Americans in the Premier League are like,
don't know what you're doing.
If we can make that money in a closed market off a niche sport,
that's only 18 fixtures long, 12 fixtures long.
what are we doing?
Did you know how many teams in the NFL are in the top 10?
Yeah, well, there was 8.
No.
8 on 7.
8.
It was 8, yeah.
Eight,
Yeah, it
And
was
2
8.
basketball teams.
Yeah.
No,
Two basketball teams.
No, and Yankees was in there.
Yeah,
So
Yankees.
it's 7, yeah. So Yankees
And you know what?
was in
Everyone gives the Americans shit about being like the world champions, even though it's their kind of sport.
Johnny had
But,
the
like,
craziest
the
one.
money
World
flying
champions of
around.
Don't you hear the
accounting.
craziest thing? The Chicago Bears, number 7, with $6.3 billion. Guess the price that was paid for them?
$50
I'd
million.
hate to know.
$100
Wow.
in 1920.
That is a
Wow.
return on investment. Same owners? Not shouldn't
Yeah.
be Same owners. Same owners.
Yeah,
Wait, same family?
McCaskey family.
That's
Since 1920.
insane.
I paid $100 for the six.
They should give the Glazers some help there.
Nah, the
No,
Blazers know what they're
Glazers
doing
okay,
with the
man.
Tampa.
Where's Tampa Bay in that list?
Nah, Tampa's
No,
like
dude,
down
Don't be talking on the Glazers. The Glazers know what they're doing.
on the most valuable English football side, Manchester United, my friend. Number 13 in the world.
13.
Take that. We're more valuable than the Lakers. So we're
Yeah.
above Todd Bowley twice. Suck that.
No,
And
listen.
And Chelsea fell out the top 50.
You may not like the Glazers, but they know what they're doing.
They know what they're doing, bro.
Let's go. We spoke about Taylor Swift earlier. Ryan's got swag update. Involves Travis Kelce. And I didn't even know he has a brother.
No,
Yeah, his brother plays for the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah.
Won the Super Bowl.
They faced
before
off in
him.
the Super Bowl together last. It was last season, right?
I don't watch Eagles against Chiefs. Like, I got better things to
Ryan,
do with my time.
you need swag update music. You were disappointed by your swag update last week.
I was disappointed
It
because I thought
wasn't-
Senzo was going to help me.
No,
through
it
but
wasn't.
was
It
fine.
wasn't on you. The swag let you down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You-
the swag
you
news.
didn't
let
drip
you
too
down.
hard, my friend.
I was. I hadn't get enough time to go through it
It
and
wasn't
really.
you. Don't blame
But it's
yourself.
fine.
Don't
Bro,
blame
it's
yourself.
fine.
Death by drip, bro. Sometimes you overswagulate and.
Yeah, exactly. Swag let you down, not you. But you need a swag update.
Do you know what it's
music.
like? It's like it's like when you've got that whole when rappers do it. They were Gucci everything. They think this is fire, and then they get to the red carpet. They're like, man, I look like crap.
Well, if we want to go into swag music update, firstly, we've got a new song out that knocked Mariah Carey off the table with the Christmas tracks. With
Guys, are we
Jason
doing Christmas?
Kelce.
Are we doing Christmas music at the
Well-
end of October?
Well, the Eagles are releasing
It's November,
a
man.
full album with their whole team. But the thing is, Travis Kelce came on with Jason Kelce to put out a new record. I forget the name.
Paul, what world are we
That
living
name
in?
of
eh?
it now. But I was like, I'm sure they
I told
must
you,
have had
dude,
some
I
help
just work
from the Taylor Swift producers there because it made number one for a little while. Also, if we want to go into swag updates, I didn't tell you about this before, but I don't know if you saw Taylor Swift was recently in Argentina, I think last week, and Travis Kelce flew in because they didn't play on Monday, and he
In Buenos Aires.
in Buenos Aires,
And she changed lyrics for him.
she changed the lyrics for him, Paolo, and maybe you can edit this in post, because I don't actually have it with me. But she basically,
I won't.
Do you know what you sound like? You sound like a 14-year-old girl.
I'll add it in. It's fine. But yeah, no, there's this part where she changes the lyrics to "Calm as that guy on the Chiefs coming straight home to me."
He doesn't
and the
know-
world lost its damn mind.
You might as well be talking Mandarin to Paolo.
I mean, so a singer changes the words of her song for her boyfriend.
Mama is the guy on the trees.
Yes, but it was huge. Like
It's a 40-year.
That's the old man interpretation.
The Swifties were like, they lost their mind because he was there in the back with her dad.
But Ryan, are you going to get to this about the Swifties as well? In that, what was the bump in young females watching Monday
I
Night
don't have those
Football?
stats, but
Yeah, it was
Senzo might.
40%. Yeah, it's
40% bump in Monday Night
Have you
Football.
seen, have you seen what
Monday
the
Night Football's been.
Have you seen what the Kansas
crazy.
City Chiefs executive box looks like now?
Oof.
Whenever it's like
Oh, it is full with celebs now. I mean, what Taylor Swift was there with Ryan Ryan Reynolds and who's that guy who he beefs with? Wolverine.
Hugh Jackman,
Hugh
my friend.
Jackman.
What?
It slipped my mind for a
Does
little
this guy watch X-Men?
while. Huh?
Do you not know who Wolverine is?
No, it slipped my mind for a little while. But yeah, no.
No, do you know what I'm doing for you?
Those bosses
X-Men
are
trilogy.
looking
We're
hot,
doing
man.
it, all of it. Logan even. You need some.
I'll send you my Disney Plus logins.
Honestly,
You're
bro,
watching.
you.
Logan, hey, but by the way, I don't know if you had that thing loaded for me there, but our very own Sio Khaleesi was in the US.
Are you over with the Taylor Swift
Yeah.
stuff?
Yes, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So we're going to wrap it up. We're going to finish off with this. Listen, we did a great piece
It's
on
over.
Working Title FC. We did a rugby spin-off. And in our final episode, go back in your feed probably
WTRFU.
3 weeks ago, where we spoke about the finances of rugby.
Yeah.
And how Springboks need to make bank.
And how they brand is like significantly
Undervalued.
undervalued.
And
for sure.
Untapped into,
the
actually.
world sees Sia Khaleesi as like the guy.
Jay-Z
right?
sees
Yeah.
Jay-Z sees it, and you're starting to see it. So, Ryan, tell the story. Sia Khaleesi in America.
He's doing a walk.
Yeah, so he was in New York and he went to visit the Barclays Center to watch the Brooklyn Nets and Orlando Magic, and the Nets
Jesus.
won. But they actually saw him and they put him on the jumbotron, and they actually like did a little like a shout out
They
to
didn't
Sio
see
Khaleesi.
him, bro.
Oh, no.
They invited him.
Oh, did they invite him?
No, but
Of course, bro.
He's in
I
Brooklyn.
didn't-
Of course, he's
My man, that
I know
guy.
he was invited.
Listen.
Oh, I know he's part of Rock Nation. Like,
Listen. Let me give you the mechanics.
Let's
Swaggle
go.
it. Your boy is signed to Jay-Z. Jay-Z used to have a stake in the Brooklyn Nets.
yes.
So, obviously, they're going back to back like the cover of Lethal Weapon.
Yeah.
We're going to do a world tour. We're going to do a world tour.
Take a listen to the audio if you haven't seen.
We're going to do a
the
world
clip
tour.
on
And the
social.
guy is, courtside. They gave him a jersey and it's number one.
National rugby team. He brought back-to-back World Cup championships to South Africa in 2019 and 2023 and was named as one of the top 100 most influential Africans in the world. Fans, please welcome to Barclays Center, South African rugby legend, Sia Khaleesi.
I'm sorry, that's so cool. That is so cool.
But it's a crap game, though, bro.
no, but
Senzo's not happy because the team he supports.
No, besides-
Senzo started
also
a
watched
fight here in the office because somebody was wearing a Boston Celtics t-shirt.
yeah, but
That's you might as well spin my face, bro. That's sacrilegious.
he
You
also,
can't
went
do
to,
that.
he also went to go watch the next game at MSG. So,
MSG.
but I mean, it's cool, man. It's just so cool.
Call
that
it by its proper name. MSG is that thing that you have
Madison
in
Square
There you
Garden.
go. MSG is in Aramat. Call things by their proper name.
Okay, another company we cannot
Arrogant.
approach for sponsorship.
No,
Okay.
my thing is that, like, okay, cool. It's the Barclays Center or whatever. But could they not have given the boy, like, Lakers tickets or something?
yeah.
Orlando Magic.
Do you know what I mean?
But what do you think Sia's doing? You think he's like now going to go on a bit of a tour, going to be on the talk shows? You think he's on the talk shows?
Hard, bro.
Oh man,
Hard.
I mean, his
He's
documentary
gonna,
just
he's definitely going to be on Trevor Noah's podcast. That's going to
Hard,
happen.
that
bro,
documentary
hard.
just dropped like what a couple months ago.
Which one?
His final documentary was on Showmax. I forget the
Dropped
name
last
of it.
year,
This
my
is the
friend.
Was it
problem.
last
It's on
year?
Showmax. It should be on Netflix,
Yeah, I
man.
agree.
Jumped on.
Put it on Netflix. People want to see that.
Awesome, bro. That's
People
awesome.
want to see that.
I was watching those the other day. I watched the Rusty one.
Oh,
And then
yeah.
I watched Chasing the Sun. I needed that Gyesi. There has to be Chasing the Sun too.
By the way, I see Paolo's about to hit the button. I just want to tell you, Senzo, I don't know if you saw in the news, but some devastating news in the NFL. Joe Burrow's out for the season.
Yes, I
He
hate Joe
is-
Burrow. He's good. I hate him.
He pulled a ligament. I think it's something in the wrist. He pulled something in the wrist. He's
Google
done.
it. What did he? You got a thing that can give you all the answers. What did Joe Burrow pull? Thank you. Also, but my team is dog water,
He
bro.
is out for the season.
You could think, what did Joe Burrow pull? That could give you a lot of
Oh,
weird. Make sure your safe search is on.
Hey, bro, what did Joe Burrow pull?
Yeah.
Will Barrow. Also, Joe Burrow. You sound like something
They
else.
said he had a sprained wrist and they're doing surgery, so he's out.
For a
yeah.
season.
He's a,
Sprained wrist.
he's a quarterback, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah, and he's too valuable.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow, I think, didn't you say he's the second most popular shirt in shirt sales?
Yep. Yes. But he's very good. That's
I
why.
saw Ryan in a Buccaneers shirt the other day.
Bro, he
not
does-
Orlando
Hey,
Pirates.
it came. It finally came.
He doesn't
No,
deserve it, bro. I need that shirt. He's lucky that it's not my size.
Ryan's size, not Senzo size.
Otherwise,
By the way, Paolo,
actually, if you ever wash it, it's gone. I'm telling you right now,
Off your line.
gone.
Laundromat that.
Go on. And I'm going to make sure that it gets...
I dry clean my expensive shirts.
Oh, my man. No, but you're an Errol. That's
No,
the
I
thing.
don't.
Dry
that
clean.
doesn't-
Yeah,
that doesn't
because
go in
you
the wash.
were one time...
Steam clean, man. Yeah. dry
One
clean,
time it
yeah.
shrinks or
That's it.
colors messed and then you can't get in. Bro, somebody stole my Man United vintage George Best top from Old Trafford. And whoever you are, I'm going to find you. You see like Taken, how Liam Neeson finds people? I'm going to find you.